Sara Dady is back tonight from Dady Law Group. We're talking about President Biden's new announcement. Thanks so much for being here, Sara.
Thank you. Happy Juneteenth.
Happy Juneteenth to you too. So tell me what this announcement is and why it's so important.
Okay, so exciting things with immigration, as always. It's a roller coaster with immigration, primarily because Congress has failed to modernize our system for over half a century. So it's up to presidents. So this week, President Biden announced a new policy that would allow undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens to have permission to be in the country and get a work permit, and then possibly be eligible to apply for a green card.
Okay, so does this kind of try to streamline things maybe a little?
Well, I mean, I think most Americans are shocked when they find out if you marry a U.S. citizen, you don't automatically get citizenship or a green card.
Right, that's what the movies make us think.
Yeah, you don't. You don't.
Yeah.
It's a whole process. There are a whole bunch of obstacles, and it's estimated there are over 500,000 spouses of U.S. citizens living here, working, unauthorized, who have U.S. citizen children, who can't apply for a green card inside the United States. Most of them would have to leave the U.S., risk a 10-year disqualification to be separated from their families for 10 years before they could ever apply for a green card to come back. So this policy is a way to mitigate that, to say, okay, we know you're here. We're going to give you permission to be here if you meet these requirements, like you've been in the United States for at least 10 years, as of Monday, the 17th. If you are married to a U.S. citizen as of Monday, the 17th, so getting married now won't solve anybody's problem.
You already did it.
And if you don't have certain criminal record. Right? So this could be a very positive move.
So why did this happen the other day?
So I think that President Biden is fed up with having so many undocumented spouses of U.S. citizens destabilizing the family because they don't have legal status. And the process for them, most of them, to get a green card requires them to leave the United States, which then further destabilizes the family. So until Congress modernizes our system to make a smoother, easier path for spouses of U.S. citizens, this is all the president can do.
Sure. Well, that's why there's a bunch of branches and people to do other things, so that there hopefully are ways to make stuff like this happen without having to do all of that. So benefiting from this policy, the families, right?
Yes, 100% U.S. citizens will benefit from this policy change. The president also announced a second policy to try and help people who have DACA, who are not married to U.S. citizens, but they have employers that might want to sponsor them for an employment visa, but they can't apply for that visa because they'd have to go out for the interview, and then under current policy, they're not coming back.
Sure.
So it's about changing that policy. We have about 30,000 DACA holders living in Illinois, many of whom are employed in high-level jobs like doctors, nurses, engineers, teachers, who otherwise would be eligible for an employment visa, but for the existing policy, which disqualifies them from it. So it's about changing that policy for DACA holders.
That's got to be a big deal for a lot of these people.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
This is life-changing. It's estimated about 500,000 undocumented spouses will be eligible for this program if it goes into effect.
Okay, so when will we find that out?
Well, we don't know.
Okay.
So when President Obama announced the DACA program, he announced it June 15th of 2012. The Department of Homeland Security and U.S. Citizenship and Immigration Services needed about 60 days to come up with the form and the process for people to apply. So then it started August 15th of 2012. So my guess would be it will need about 60 days before it could be implemented. And then it also depends on if anyone files a lawsuit to try and stop it from going into effect.
Well, you'll have to keep us updated.
I will.
All right, coming up next, we're getting you ready to take on the new TrackMan technology at Golf Shack, and then we're celebrating Juneteenth. We'll be right back.
The